Hello, this is a TopDog general overview, intro to TopDog. This is our main menu over here. We have dates, people, cases, options, and reports. Each time you change the main menu, you're going to get different items, sub-menu items going horizontally. So here on the Rolodex, we have people, cases that are linked to the Rolodex item, dates that are linked to the Rolodex item, notes for this Rolodex item, and documents can be uploaded here. Then we have our case management, and these are our screens here. And so to get started, when the client calls, we are going to put a potential client appointment on the calendar. Now, whether or not they make an appointment, it's a good idea to go ahead and put an entry on the calendar. You could just put it as of right now if they're not actually going to have an appointment in the future. Click add appointment, go over here and put in the who, we put JVC. Want to make sure you mark it the what as a POTCT for potential client, and the where is going to be Dallas office, referred by the Georgia Criminal Defense Lawyers. I'm going to put myself in here, Jeff Cox, my phone number 214-542-2351, and whatever other information about the law firm or the client that you would like to put in there. Then I'm going to hit update. That's going to actually put that potential client on the calendar. I would probably enter in stuff like date of birth, date of arrest, how many beers they had to drink, what was the charge, if it was a DWI, and so forth, into here. Then what you can do is click on reports and go over to the date type detail, and you'll be able to see where I just added this new one, or well, let's see, it's probably at the end. Okay, down here at the bottom, I added in JVC potential, so it's showing up on my potential clients, and that way I can look at it. You'll notice that it's not linked in over here because they have not hired. Later on, if they hire, we'll want to go back and link this in to the client. You can see we have a couple here and that have been linked in, and that's how we start tracking those. Now, if that client calls back and schedules an appointment, then you'd want to go over here, edit the appointment, and then change the date and the time to whenever the client's going to be coming in to meet with one of our attorneys, and hit update, and that way we will know that we have that appointment on the calendar. Also, when you make follow-up calls, go in here and update your note so that you know what's going on with that client, and put the date in there when you last followed up. Okay, next thing you do, the client came in and now they hired us and they completed our normal intake paperwork, and we have that paperwork in hand, and we're going to click on the Rolodex and we're going to enter their information into the Rolodex. So we're going to click add, and we're going to put in here Jeff Cox, and I'm going to put middle initial V, and we'll click update, and it says new record added. You can see we have the record selected here, and we have it in dim gray down here. I'm going to put in the phone number 214-542-2351, and then you would obviously also put in all the name and address information here. I would make a contact type of client, hit update. Then once we have them in the Rolodex, we can create the new case right here from the Rolodex screen. We just put in here DWI 3, and we click on add new case, and now it says new case added, case was auto linked to this contact. So now if I look over here under cases, I see I got Jeff Cox DWI 3. I'm going to go ahead and hit view, and now we have we're on the cases general screen, and we have our new case file all set up and ready to go. Now we can go in here and put in notes and set, add comments here. Okay. Then we can also go in there and see we have no dates on the calendar. So one thing we want to do is go ahead and add that, get that POTCT appointment linked over here. So we'll go to reports, and then we're going to go to potential clients, go down here and edit that appointment. You'll see down here at the bottom, oh, that's not the right appointment. Hold on. Okay, what happened to that thing? Okay, there it is. It was actually on. I moved it to the 24th, so the actual date wasn't in there. So I just clicked on the change to the current month, so it would get the whole month. Now we can see the appointment down here. We hit edit, and we see there's nothing in the drop-down list to link to. So we click on load all values. Then we pick Jeff V. Cox, and we're also going to pick Jeff Cox DWI3. And now that's going to link this calendar appointment to the proper case and the Rolodex. I hit update. Now when I go down here and look at it, let's see, it's up in the future. So when I go down here and look at it now, we have the case linked in here, so we can see it down here. And now it's counting in our current clients that have been signed up. And we are now going to go back to the cases. I'm going to look up Cox. I'm going to pull up DWI3, and we'll look under the people, and we have a link to the Rolodex for the client defendant. We may want to go in and put a court date in. If we're going to put a court date in, we want to put in a court date from cases dates, not from the main menu, or not from the we don't want to put in court dates over here. This is for appointments that are not linked to a case. If it's linked to a case, come over here and look up the client, and then click on dates and hit add, and we're going to put in a court date. It's going to be a plea, and it's going to be on 25th, and it's going to be, and we'd have our court listed in here, and I'm going to put it, it's going to be I'm just going to put out and do plea on this day. We're going to put some notes down here as to what's going on with the case. We click update, and now we have our first court date on there. Just like when the client comes in to do a case evaluation, we might put that in here also. Then we have our fee set up. Our fees are real simple. We have our charges over here in the left column, our payments in the center column, and our payment plans on the right. So this DWI was $100. Our little selector here determines which column it goes into: add, subtract, and plan. And then we also have a retain. We can put retainer in here. Retainer is for hourly billing only. So for most clients, they're just doing fee for service. They just need to use the top three. So to add a charge, I go in here and put in 100, and I'll put DWI plea, and I'm going to go ahead and click include in plan. That's going to actually add this transaction to the add category and the plan category. I click add. You see I have a $100 charge in charges, $100 in plan. Then I'm going to do a $50 down payment, so I'll hit add, and payments are called subtractions over here, so we're putting 50, and we'll do down payment. Payment type needs to go in there, cash, hit update, and now we have the payment put in here. Now if we wanted to do a payment plan over here, we could edit this and make this 50 was due today, and then we could add another payment plan amount for 50 due next month, and I'll just make this on the 3rd, and we'll say next month client payment, and I'll hit update. And so now I got my payment plans lined out over here, and that is pretty much how the fees work. We also have hourly billing available. That's going to be in a separate instructional video. Here we have our people listed in. We have our client defendant listed in here. Also, we might want to list in here the arresting officer or the court or the expert witness or any character or fact witnesses that we may have. On our document upload screen, we can upload documents here. We simply browse to the PDF to be uploaded, upload that, and then we pick the file name from the drop down list and hit upload, and that'll actually attach that PDF or whatever kind of file you upload to this case. And then we can also put in to-dos on the case. And then these screens over here are specifically related to DWI. For our DWI attorneys out there, just give me a call. I can explain how we use those. Since this is an introductory video, I'm not going to go into these screens in detail because those are more advanced options. And that's pretty much it for the introduction to TopDog. If you have any questions, please contact our office. We have at our contact us page, we have our phone number and email address listed there. Thank you very much.